Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, lo and behold, I forgot that the Spider-Man trailer would come out. The final Spider-Man trailer, apparently. Whoa. Okay, so many things to talk about. First things first. A little bit out of breath because it's like a little bit breathtaking. Well, first things first is that apparently one person was right. He said that the box was with all of the villains, or it involves all the villains that came from the multiverse. The person's right. Congratulations. Now, the interesting part has to be the fact of where we get see more of Dr. Ock. Cool. We even see Green Goblin. So Green Goblin and Dr. Ock shows up, and then Green Goblin's like, just did a little bit of havoc, and then he goes, and then now he just allows Dr. Ock to do whatever. It's like, okay. I mean, the real crazy question has to be, well, besides, Green Goblin is a psychopath, would he actually blend in so no one could actually tell? It's like, the Green Goblin doesn't have any real tact. And from the first one, he really went insane with himself, and I'm pretty sure he's not that smart, question mark. It's like, the thing is that when it comes straight to it, I don't think the Green Goblin, if in the Green Goblin persona, would actually dummy himself down and turn into Norman Osborn and walk around. I doubt he would do that. So I don't know how that's going to play out. As for Dr. Ock, of course, he got captured. He got questioned. It's pretty funny. Then we get Sandman, and that's like, I had to get more evidence. People were like saying, oh, Sandman's going to be in this movie. And it's like, okay, hold on. The worst part about it has to be the fact of where it's like every one of these villains got killed. And I'm like, wrong. Sandman did not die. Sandman actually had penance. So unless this is a third universe that was parallel to Spider-Man, or heck, it's the real Spider-Man 3, you don't have anything. It's like, yeah, unless this is the real Spider-Man 3, where it's supposed to be Vulture and Sandman, and that's what you're pulling from. Okay. It's like, yeah, okay. But the thing is that the Sandman that we got in the Spider-Man 3, the one that we got, sadly, Sandman repent of his ways, and we think he would become a good guy now. So it's like, yeah, he didn't die. What, did in later years or decades he became bad again and Spider-Man ended his life? Well, most likely it just happened that he ended his life, or his life ended, or something like that. Or maybe the fact that he became a bad guy, then he revealed that, oh my gosh, I did this messed up stuff, how could I? And then he sacrificed himself, just like in Spectacular Spider-Man. But this time he doesn't even know that he can actually duplicate himself. Thus he dies. Is that what happened? And then even so, it's like, heroic death. Why are you angry at Spider-Man still, dude? It does not make sense. Alright, so Lizard is not dead either. It's like, yeah, Lizard is not dead either. Lizard, chances are, what exactly happened there? It's like, yeah, that's a good question. What exactly happened there? Did Dr. Connors actually decide to get more serum, or it's like, are we really pulling to where it's like, yeah, that's not the Lizard that you think of. He looks like an Amazing Spider-Man Lizard, but in fact, he's from the Lizard from Spider-Man 2. Well, cut from Spider-Man 2. It's like, I don't know when Sam Raimi was going to actually bring the Lizard back. I can't tell. It's like, it's hard to tell. But I would say maybe Spider-Man 5. I would have to guess maybe Spider-Man 5. This is a question that you have to ask him. But even so, I would still like to see, I think his name is D. Baker. I would like to see him back. Definitely would. The other guy, he got his time to shine as the Lizard. Now bring the guy who actually deserved to be the Lizard, because he was so hyped up. And then we got the counterfeit Lizard to cheer the fans up. And it's like, I kind of wanted to have that other Lizard. This Lizard seems like you just gave it to us because, well, why the frick not? They've been talking about the Lizard for so long and hinting at him that, oh, well, we should just give it to you, but it's not the one that you think of. Whatever. Electro did die. It's like Electro did die, but he's a different looking Electro, of course. So it's like there has to be from different universes, period. It's like, period. It's either that or the Terrigen Mist, or I think there was one other concept that happened that actually altered the people who are in the thing, in the universe. And that's what happened. It's like that MCU universe, it just poured in, and these poor zaps turned into their opposite versions of themselves, or the other versions of themselves. Not sure. But yeah, there's only 3 of them that died, dude. 3 of them that died. So you kind of have to clear yourself up on that. It's like, yeah, it's like, hopefully, it's like, Marvel Studios know what they're doing, but sadly, Sony, on the other hand, when Sony puts their hand in it, they put their hand in it deep. Yeah, look at 8 more years. 8 years later in Spider-Man Homecoming. That was freaking Sony putting their hand deep. Just put years later. That's all you gotta do. Years later. Don't make a approximation. Just say years later. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Years later. That's all you gotta do. So we don't really get to see the Iron Spider suit, and I think what happens here is that the Iron Spider suit might have actually have been absorbed by Dr. Ock. So Dr. Ock actually has the suit on him now. Yeah, so it's now on his claws. So it's like, yeah, like that happened. That actually happened. Jamie Foxx apparently might have an arc reactor, but that's just speculation. And then after all that, yeah, it's like all the stuff that we got to see, and then all of a sudden now they're gonna pull the whole thing that happened in Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's like, guys, no, don't do this, no. It's like, hey, at least they didn't do a web hand. But no, don't do this. It's like, come on, don't do this. Even someone hinted it, but like, someone's not gonna survive this movie. It's like, dude, shut up. Don't you dare say anything else. Shut up. I guess the only other thing to talk about is Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in this movie. I have to believe most likely is a yes. They're going to show up at the end. You saw the end, the whole thing of where he can't stop it. Pretty sure at this point, that's when the 2 Spider-Man shows up and we have as for Andrew Garfield, hopefully it's the second one. But for the love of God, please touch up on that one. Touch up on that one. That one was heroic, but not Spider-Man. Heroic, but it didn't scream Spider-Man to me. Sorry. It could be Superman. I think it could actually have made it or Superman. But Spider-Man, it didn't scream Spider-Man to me. I'm sorry, but it just didn't. So I'm pretty sure they're going to wait to the end and they show up and all 3 of them are going to deal with all 5 of the bad guys. The ones that they skipped Venom, which Venom, I think there's a short chance might be in the movie. Short chance. Why would I say that? Captain America Civil War. Look what they did with Spider-Man in that one. They hid Spider-Man until the last moment. So I'm like, if Venom might be in this movie, which they had to do that freaking post-credit scene, he might actually be in a movie, but I kind of think if he is in a movie, it'll just be like a freaking throw-in, because all the other ones are there and they just recruited him since he's there. It's like, yeah, there's no Spider-Man 3 Venom, I can tell you that. And it's like, yeah, they definitely didn't want to remember that guy. There's no Harry Osborn as Green Goblin, but on the other hand, it could happen, but no, I don't think so. And again, if they're going to do any Osborns in the MCU, I would say James Franco should return, and he's Norman Osborn. I think the Hans was James Franco, Norman Osborn. The Hans, Harry Osborn. There we go. So it's like, yeah, they get to have second chances. And it's kind of funny where it's like, oh, whoa. Yeah, that'll be something funny. Just be something fun. Yeah, also New Goblin's not there, which New Goblin doesn't need to be there. I mean, he does die. Yeah, he does die. But it's like, do you really think he has any grudge? It's just like freaking Sandman. He shouldn't be there either, but here he is. So he better be from another universe. It's like, yeah, just like Electro, another universe. It's like, they all die. It's like, dude, they don't really die. There's two of them that shouldn't actually be dead. They just got whisked away from their reality. It's like, yeah, it's like, unless there's a different universe, which I kind of hope they're a different universe, just because it just said that you said they all died. But from our records, two of them are not dead. Two of them are not dead. So, no idea on this one. Yeah, and if Mysterio is alive, you are a jerk. Oh my gosh, you're a supreme jerk. I would hope Mordo do something to you. It's like, yeah, I really hope Mordo shows up. You know, it's like, oh, you're a fake sorcerer. But even if you're a fake sorcerer, you still have to go. Wait a minute, no. It's like, yes, that's how it goes down. That should be how it goes down. Anyways, I think when it comes straight down to this, it's going to be a movie that definitely should be seen. And I can't wait to see it too. I'm just trying to remember, is there anything extra that I should remember? I think that's it. But besides, oh my goodness, Green Goblin did something crappy. He did something crazy. It's like, I swear, if that's a hospital, oh my gosh, he's doing it again. Actually, did he? No, it wasn't a hospital. It was actually Aunt May's house. Yeah. But he did send her to the hospital. But he didn't attack the hospital. Okay. It's like, yeah, he sent her to the hospital, didn't tackle the hospital. I think that's it. But yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out. Anyways, I'll let me out. What do you guys think about this? Peace.